All right, call your numbers out. I got green 13.
Red 5.
Red 12. I mean 21.
All right.
21.
Winner gets a chicken dinner. Where your hands, girl?
Red 5.
Ooh, 14. Dang it. Didn't I say green 14?
That's red.
All right, wait a
Blue
minute, bud.
42.
One more.
Let me do it.
Yeah, buddy. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby. Just want to give a shout out to all the truckers out there who are out there moving those tires, who are out here trying to provide for our families in this tough time. This market is crazy. The times are crazy. I don't know if it's because election year or, times are just changing. But I wanted to make this video out there for all my truckers out there who are company drivers, owner operators. If you're with a company right now and you're trying to make some decisions on if it's time to level up, if it's time to buy equipment, if it's time to start your authority, is this the good time? Is this the market? When should you make that decision? Sorry about that. The wife walked in the room, bumping her theme music in the back. When should you make that decision? Now, personally, I cannot tell you when to make that decision because everybody's situation is different. What's a bad market for some could be a good market for others. This could be a great time for you to start. I know for sure right now is a good time to get equipment because not everybody, a lot of people are selling their equipment and they're trying to get it off real fast because, they need to get rid of it. So as a buyer, now is a good time to do so because you can name your price, and if they're really desperate, they will take it. If they can hold on a little longer, they'll do so. But right now is not a bad time to invest in equipment. Now, I can give you some suggestions on what I would probably do right now in this market. I definitely, if you're thinking about getting your own authority, MC, DOT, and you really want to start your own trucking company, and you're with the company right now, you're making pretty good money with that company, but you feel you can make more, or you just don't want to, basically get told what to do things you don't want to do. I would buy equipment. I'll be looking at equipment. I would find something. If I had cash, I would buy something that is really decent, if not road ready, close to. I would get that for a good price, whatever your price is, whatever is a good price for you. I would put it in the shop. Well, first I would find out what's wrong with it, get whatever needs to be fixed. I wouldn't just put it in the shop because the shop's going to find stuff to fix on your truck. But I would get it checked out, see what needs to be fixed, fix that up. I know if you're trying to do Amazon right now, you have to wait 6 months. When I started, Amazon take you day one. As soon as your authority is active, they will take you. But now it looks like you have to wait 6 months to haul Amazon. So if you plan on doing power only units, you're going to be away from home more often than expected, just because you have to go wherever the loads are going, basically. You're going to have to research loadouts. Is there loadouts in your state, in your town? Because you're going to be pulling loadouts. Loadouts are trailers that need to be hauled somewhere, but the broker will allow you to haul a load in the trailer. So you would get the loadout trailer. You will look for some loads that are heading in that direction. You try to book that load, pick that load up, drop it off. Maybe you can get 1 or 2 loads out of that loadout if you play your cards right. And then you drop that load off and look for another loadout, or you will look for a power only load in that area. Which when I started a couple years ago, I did loadouts, and then when I got to an area where there wasn't any power only contracts, so I couldn't find any power only things to do, if I couldn't find any loadouts, I would just pull in an Amazon load to get me out of a situation. But unfortunately, with the new authority, you're not going to have that option. So you're gonna be away from home to make sure you can pay for that insurance coverage and fuel and all that stuff, because you're gonna be going with a little drat, which isn't a bad thing, because maybe that's fine with you. You don't have a problem with being out there, getting to it for that first 6 months, getting it in. You're gonna have to get it in. But your most expense is going to be insurance, fuel, and your truck payments, and then whatever's left over from that, your home stuff, food, bills, all that good stuff. So you want to make sure you set it up right. You want to make sure you get some insurance quotes before you even buy a truck. If you found a truck that you're interested in, usually if you go to, I think Aero Trucking is where I bought my truck from. They have the VIN number and all that stuff, make and model. You can just take that information, call to Progressive, because Progressive is going to be pretty much the only insurance company that takes you. So you just call Progressive, give them the VIN and year, make and model and all that stuff and what coverage you need, and they will give you an estimated quote on what your insurance would be. When I first started, my insurance was, I think, $2,200, a little over $2,200 a month, and then it dropped down to $2,000, and then $1,800 was this last one, $1,880, and now this year, my third year, it bumped all the way up to $3,180. So that right there, especially in this market, that can put you out of business. That's what I'm going through right now. Yeah, if worse come to worse, I'll just pay that $3,180 just to make sure, we keep the roof over our head and stuff like that. And just have to put some more grind in it. Got to grind a little harder, but that's where I'm at right now. Insurance bumped up crazy. I have an agency shopping around insurance quotes for me right now. So I'm waiting to hear back from them, because $3,180 a month is ridiculous. That's a mortgage on a crazy house, $500,000 house right now, $600,000 house mortgage is going to insurance for the year. So hopefully I do not have to pay that much. I got that DOT inspection. I got a warning, but I had to fix that problem there on the side, which cost me a little bit, but it is what it is. But if the only reason I would say right now is not the time to start an authority and get out here and start grinding, is because there's really no money into it. Right now, if you're making money, it's going towards the truck. It's just, it's really no savings. Can't really save too much, especially with the headache, because you're going to have headaches if you cannot handle pressure. This is not not the way to go, because you're gonna have a lot of responsibility. Not saying you guys out there can't handle responsibility, but at the end of the day, when you do your numbers, you're gonna be like, well, I was making this as a company driver and I didn't have to worry about this, this, and this. So when you jump into this game, you have to have a really good plan on, really good reasons on why you really, really want to be out here. It has to make sense to you. If it makes sense to you, if you really thought about it, you drew up your plan, your master plan, and you got the numbers, you know how much your insurance is going to be, how much your truck payment's going to be. I wouldn't lease a truck. I would finance a truck if you have good credit. Or I would try to buy something cash, but I would not do a lease deal or lease owner-operator deal with a company, even though you can do it, but that monthly payment, $1,000, $1,200, $2,000 a week, the weekly payments is not something I would want to sign up for. But if you can finance something, if you can buy something for cash, if you are thinking about getting in this game power only, you're gonna have to put the work in with power only. But if you can get a truck and a trailer for a good price, yeah, you can make it happen. You can jump in and start pulling loads at a competitive price, even though the rate is all the way down. But you will be able to survive if everything makes sense financially with insurance, truck and trailer payments, or if you can get in the game and just worry about insurance and your truck and trailer's paid off, and you just worry about fuel insurance and maintenance and stuff like that, then you can survive. But it all depends on the quote. They could quote you $3,100. They could quote you $28,000, $2,000, $12,000. It all depends on what state you're in and what county and all that stuff, because insurance goes off of what state you're in. The reason they told me that my insurance was going to be $3,180, almost $4,000, or almost $3,200, not $4,000. They said that my state changed some, not mandates, but they changed something. And they go off your zip code as well, off the accidents that's happened in your zip code. So they said there's only two things that changed on my policy. One had to do something with the state, and the other had to do with the claim that I had filed when a person bagged into me at a pilot. They bagged into me. I called my insurance company to help me out because I've never been in an accident before. So I called them. They walked me through the steps, get the guy's ID, video, all that stuff. And I already had spoke with the guy's insurance company. They told me to just fix up everything, get a rental, and just send them the receipts. And my insurance said, we can handle this for you. We can take care of this for you. We can pay you out now so you can get back on the road faster. We're here to make sure you get back on the road as fast as possible. And we can take care of the claim for you. And we will go after his insurance company and make them reimburse us for the claim, whatever comes out of pocket. So it just made sense for me to, they were talking about right then and there, hey, we'll send you this. You can fix whatever you need to fix, and we will, go after them, and so you're not waiting. So that made more sense. So I let my insurance company handle it, and I guess that goes towards me as a claim. It goes on my record as a not at fault claim. So I guess the claim or the accident wasn't my fault, but it still goes down as a claim. So I had to get a letter of a not at fault letter, and I had to get a, what was it? It was called a run something. It shows like how many claims that I filed, and I had to give that to my my broker, my insurance broker, who's shopping around for me. He said that's not a big deal. It wasn't your fault. We just gotta have a letter stating that it wasn't your fault, and we just need to know how many claims you have on your policy. Which I just have one, but that's what I'm going through right now as a owner operator out here. Maintenance was a big deal because, like I said, I'm making money just to, keep the roof over our head and keep the fuel and the credit card payments and stuff like that paid and caught up, and to pay, my monthly insurance and stuff like that. And if my insurance triples, I'm in a position to where it's either I'm going to be looking, if I can't handle the stress, I'm going to be looking for a in-town trucking job, hopefully, or I'm just going to have to pay that $31.80 and get out there and grind and do that if I don't get a competitive quote. But I'm not trying to make this video crazy long. I just want to say if you're in a position to where you're ready for a change, you're a company driver, you don't want to deal with that company anymore, you would rather manage yourself and tell yourself what to do. It's not going to be easy, but it's doable. Anything's doable. Like I said, yeah, it's not the time right now to start for some people, like for me or other people. And for some people, it could be the time to start because you got some cash. You can buy a truck and trailer for a really good price right now. You already got your insurance quote and you're happy with that quote. You think it's doable and you don't mind being out here on the road more than you used to, or if you're already used to being out here on the road going OTR, you can get out here and you can sustain. I'm not saying you're gonna make twice as much as what you're making as a company driver. You might, after breaking down, you might be seeing, maybe 4,000 a week, or maybe 5 or 6, depending on your hustle. But you're gonna have to, deduct your overhead, the fuel, and insurance and maintenance and all the little things that comes up. You have to deduct that, so you might end up at the end of the week, only profiting $1,500 or $2,000. But and another thing, when you so right now I got insurance. I have my plates are coming up. That's $2,100 a year for my plates. My business license $400. Insurance, like I said, they want $31. So I'm looking at a good what am I looking at here? 5. I'm looking at almost $6-7 I have to pay this month, and that's not even including my mortgage. So I'm looking at a good $10,000, which I'm not saying is not doable, but I just gotta put the work in, and but those are things you gotta account for, all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there, and nothing is just a couple of dollars here and there. Everything is hundreds of dollars, if not thousands. But hey, let's keep trucking, guys. Hopefully this video helps some people out there. If you really want to do it. If not, wait. Buy some stuff and wait. And hopefully this helped out. All right, guys, keep trucking. Till the next time.
Just rolling trucking. What's going on, man?